What is up, my friends? You are very welcome along to tonight's late night news roundup here on Anfield Agenda. As well as discussing some of the main topics from tonight's late night agenda, we have kept back some fresh stories to make sure that we keep you as up to date as possible with all things Liverpool Football Club related. Over the course of this video, we're going to be looking to a defender from Serie A that Liverpool have been linked with, a youngster from France that Premier League clubs are keeping an eye on. There will be a little bit on Caoimhín Kelleher's future, and a right back that we can potentially rule out as somebody coming to the club. That and lots more to come. I will do the usual, ask you to let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Drop a like if you enjoy the video. But most importantly, I want to say another thank you. It's been a record month on the channel. The first month in our history that we've passed 7 million views over a 28-day period, which is how YouTube measure these things. And we just want to say a huge thank you. Refreshing tonight's late night agenda stuff. The main subjects that we spoke about were Diogo Jota's future. There's been 3 Saudi Arabian clubs and a few Premier League clubs linked with a move. They're talking about a roughly 38 to 45 million pound price tag that Liverpool would ask for. And look, we did ask, if we got 40 million quid as an example, would you sell Diogo Jota this summer? We ran a poll on the channel, and over 80% of those, I think it was even higher, it was about 86% of the people that took part in the poll said yes, for 40 million pound, they would sell Diogo Jota. Then we had the exciting news that Liverpool are definitely keeping tabs on and looking at Morgan Rogers. It's viewed as a complicated deal as per Fabrizio Romano, but don't give up hope on that one. It may well depend on how much Villa need to bring in from sales if they miss out in the Champions League. We also discussed the big story coming out of Spain, which is that Rodrigo Goes could be looking to depart Real Madrid this summer. We know that Michael Edwards has been a big admirer of his in the past, but are Liverpool going to want to bring in somebody in a position where Mohamed Salah has just signed a new deal? I doubt it, but it is football, so let's wait and see. Michael Edwards is a fan of Rodrigo, though. Look to bring him to Liverpool before he went to Real Madrid, and you can't help wonder maybe what may have been. But then again, we may not have got Mohamed Salah, and I will never not be grateful for the great man coming to the club, so maybe we should just move on. Before we do, though, a reminder about our 2 end-of-season shows, because we get ticketing updates every few days, and they have really picked up over the last 4 or 5 days. So if you want to come and see us at the Hot Water Comedy Club, either May 25th, which is the last game of the season day, or May 28th, 3 days later, where you will see myself, Connor, Chris, Steve and Jack together for one night only, you can get your tickets in the description of this video from the Hot Water Comedy Club's website or by scanning their QR code. 2 things to let you know. 1, they're both all ages events, and 2, tickets are priced at just £20. I hope to see you there. Right, let's get into the new news. And I said I will rule out a right back, and that right back is Jeremy Frimpong, at least for now. Lewis Steele writes that Jeremy Frimpong has been linked several times, and he understands that the Bayer Leverkusen wingback will be on the move this summer, but Liverpool are not in active discussions to sign him at this stage. Now, part of me wonders, if Xabi Alonso goes to Real Madrid, why doesn't he just trigger the €40 million release clause and bring Frimpong over to Madrid as an attacking right back rather than disturbing young Trent? I mean, chance would be a fine thing, but, you know, a man can dream, right? But for now, it looks like Jeremy Frimpong isn't on Liverpool's radar. He said Liverpool are not in active discussions to sign him at this stage. Doesn't mean there might not be a stage, but again, Frimpong will want to come in and play every week, and Bradley seems to be Liverpool's first choice if Trent departs, and rightly so. So let me know your thoughts on that one. I know it will disappoint a few Liverpool fans, but for me, it never really felt a natural fit with the way that Arne Slot wants the position played. Now, Caoimhín Kelleher. Let's move on to speak a little bit about him. Staying with Lewis Steele, he said, Caoimhín Kelleher has been vocal. Kelleher, you think I would know how to pronounce an Irishman's name, wouldn't you? And I'm going to let you in on a little inside secret here. This is my second attempt recording this video because I stumbled over his name in the last one, but I'm not doing it again. So let's all just pretend for a second that I'm not an idiot and say Caoimhín Kelleher has been vocal in his desire to be a #1 keeper elsewhere, so that is one to safely predict. Bournemouth are among clubs keen, but any reports linking him to Chelsea are wide of the mark, said Lewis Steele. So let me know your thoughts on this one. Somebody mentioned that they'd heard rumblings of a potential move to Manchester United. I'm not touching that one with a barge pole as I know nothing about it, but I certainly hope he doesn't end up there. Let's move on to a little bit of transfer news from Sports Pete that said Liverpool and Manchester United are tracking Stade de Reims midfielder Amadou Kone, and he is valued in the £20 million price bracket. This is one of those names, once again, ladies and gentlemen, where I am going to turn to your far superior knowledge of European football than me. Let me know. Stade de Reims midfielder Amadou Kone. I know nothing about him. £20 million certainly seems like a realistic number anyway. So, is this a name that you're happy that Liverpool are looking at, that we should be looking to move for, or anything else that you can fill me in on with regards to the type of midfielder that he is? Please do feel free to let me know in the comment section, because as always, I'm going to be honest and say I know absolutely nothing about the man, other than he's been reported being linked to Liverpool and Manchester United. So that's about as much information as I can share there with you. Now let's move on to a source out of Italy, Calcio Mercato, who are saying that Manchester City and Liverpool will compete for the signing of right-back Andrea Cambiaso, who appears set to leave Juventus this summer. Now, I always get nervy when we're talking about bringing in a player from Serie A. And look, Federico Chiesa's situation at Liverpool hasn't really worked out too well. And on that, Lewis Steele reported that it was the Plymouth game that apparently made the Liverpool coaching staff and manager really lose, I don't want to say any belief they had in Chiesa, but it certainly set him back, the report suggested. I think that's a little bit unfair if it was just one game, but I don't see what happens day in, day out on the training ground, so not really for me to judge. Does seem harsh though. Let me know your thoughts on that one. On Cambiaso, look, I would say Manchester City would be a better fit. Personally, I don't know if Liverpool will be looking to the Italian market. It is a market that Richard Hughes knows very, very well, having grown up over in Italy as well. So certainly would have great contacts over there. If he's going to be leaving Juventus, I don't know if Liverpool's the best fit for him. And again, we've got Conor Bradley there, who will be the first choice should Trent depart. And it does look like Trent will depart, in my opinion, in the summer. So Cambiaso, let me know, ladies and gentlemen, what you think about him. Do you think he ends up at Manchester City? And do you think he would be a good fit at Liverpool? So I'm just trying to make sure I haven't forgotten anything else here tonight, because we covered a lot in tonight's late night agenda. Jarell Quansah is in demand and would require a rather hefty fee to get him out of Liverpool, according to reports today. So keep an eye on that one as well. Darwin Núñez, nothing really new there for you. So look, we'll be back tomorrow. The Premier League predictions video is going to be out at 10 a.m. because, of course, there are Premier League games starting tomorrow night. So keep an eye out for that one dropping in the morning. We won't be live with a late night agenda tomorrow night, but we will have a couple of news videos coming out at about 4:30 and about 10 o'clock. Until then, my friends, enjoy the glorious weather. Thank you for tuning in. Appreciate your support on the channel. Much love as always. Enjoy yourselves and be good. We'll talk soon. Bye-bye.